Well, here's a little update. I got the job at Amazon. Check. So, whenever I get that paycheck, I will send 10% to God, of course, but 10% to the lady that's always been there for me. She is appreciated. All you famous people understand, I mean, I get it too. I'll even get her out there to be famous with me if she wants to. No, I'm for real. And then the rest of that paycheck, I'm gonna use on a down payment on a house. So these Amazon people are gonna give me $1,000 just for signing on, huh? What? $1,000? Really, Amazon? And at least I figured out the seriousness of not stopping when you're told to stop. At least I figured out how serious it is when you don't listen and do as you're told. At least I figured it out in basically the 11th hour. So he has to move out then and move on. iPop is a go. iPop is gonna give me the discipline. I just told a friend that she looks like she could still do acting, Now she's got a kid. I just told a friend of mine that she has a look, and she does. You should see the sister and a son. I just recommended to them that he tries, if he wants to, Annie's Playhouse. And Annie's Playhouse, so many great people have come out of the Annie's Playhouse. I almost said community. Well, but not community yet. We're not talking about community yet. Let's talk about Annie's. Annie's, because this little guy, he's like three, maybe, he's like 3 years old. So, I don't know. I don't know. He looks like the got the look. You his name is King. He's got the look. I'm gonna be honest. He's got the look, and if he wants to, if he's interested in acting, he should do Annie's Playhouse. He's got the look, and I'm pretty sure Miss Annie would love to have him. He looks like a very, you know. But I've learned, stop when you're told to stop. A hard head makes for a soft bottom. And I also learned self-control. I realized that it is bigger than the fallouts. If you can't be quiet. I realized how serious it is. Maybe I couldn't see through the ego. I don't know, did I have an ego? But I am not making excuses. I could make up that excuse. People make mistakes, but this was constant. I knew what I was doing. But I believe God Maria, Dana, and Patrick in my life for a reason. Hold on. What? I'm back. Um, so, as I was saying, you know, I was selfish, immature, silly, and rude. I always had something to say. Feeding that ego, you know? Maybe I'm not making an excuse. That maybe I'm just calling it what it is. I had an ego. I had an ego and zero discipline. So basically, I will do online school as soon as I, move out. Flexible schedule, closer by my job. Looking at houses in South Edison. I'm talking to real estate people, and I'm gonna meet up with them the day after I start work. So I start Amazon a few days. I'm really excited. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to be working with Amazon because that's a place where you can grow. Well, I'm really growing in this acting thing. And probably the reason I haven't grown in 5 years is because, I haven't done shows in 5 years. I haven't done a show in 5 years. My last two shows were Shrek Jr. and The Music Man Jr. And before I go to iPop in LA, I'm, you know, I'm going to, yeah, possibly do Elf Jr. I talked to Jeanette, my friend, my girl Jeanette LeBron. We go way back. We've for like what, like I don't know, 10 years. I remember. I think my niece was a baby. I don't think we met before my niece was born. I think it was right after. Like my niece, I joined SMA when it was still Kingdom Karate. I made friends with Damar and Jeanette, SMA, I still represent SMA. And I joined when we were still Kingdom Karate. That reminds you, it was Kingdom Karate. And I was 12 years old, let me remind you. I was 12. And this is before Paulo and Cassandra Lee. You know Cassandra Lee, right? She started acting, so she left. This is around the same time I left. She left, I left. She moved to LA. I hear that Paulo and Cassandra, they have someone else in their relationship. It's like a threesome or something. That's kind of cool though. I respect it though. I respect it. I still support Cassandra and them. But it's the first time I've actually been listening and respecting my mama and my daddy though. I've actually learned that I actually am growing. As I was saying, before I go to LA to do iPop, um, CAU is hooking me up with Elf Jr. Ain't that something? So I don't know what Jeanette's doing, but she's talking with Miss Mo, and this is gonna be great. This is gonna be life is changing for me, and this is gonna be a great season for me. This is my season, and I have the job, and I'm moving out in case I fail the civil service exam, and also applied for some government job in here in New Jersey. But I do need this discipline, and I'm gonna get it from iPop. You know, it's in LA. Hey, any classmates of mine that are still interested in acting, and you want to start your acting career, but you don't have an agent, what are you doing just sitting around? Get started. Do like I did. Audition for MTA, Nyla Talent, Global Image Talent, and the Celebrity Experience. They'll give you what you want. They'll, and I'll also do Curtis Farrell if he's doing the voice choir. But anyway, I'm really growing. I see the seriousness of what I've done, but I've moved past it now. But I will watch Proud Family again. I always do. It's like the Martin of Kids TV. Anyway.